Before putting any makeup, it's important to have a clean face. Here, I'm just using micellar water from Garnier on a clean cotton or wet wipes. To bring back the moisture, I'm just using Amberly's cream concentrate and applied all over her face. Once the moisturizer is absorbed by the skin, we will proceed with primer. And for that, I'm using NYX Angel Veil Primer to create a flawless and poreless base before putting the foundation. After applying the under eye brightening cream from Becca, I'm just now applying a color corrector, which is an orange one, to correct all the dark spots as well as the hyperpigmentation in her face. So to avoid mixing it with your foundation, make sure to blend it with your sponge and let it set for a couple of minutes. Now let's proceed with the eyebrows. As you can see, she already have full eyebrows. That's the reason why I'll be using Morphe Eyebrow Palette, which is the powder form, just to fill in the gaps between or the sparse area of her eyebrows. And I'm just outlining the outer part of the eyebrows to make it look more defined. Here, I'm just using a concealer to clean out the edges of the eyebrows and as well as highlight the brow bone. Now to conceal the discoloration on her eyelids as well as to act as an eyelid primer, I'm using Dermacol Concealer in the shade 218. Make sure to blend it properly with a beauty sponge or beauty blender. Next, I'm just setting it with LA Girl HD powder. And now for the eyeshadow, I'm using Morphe 35N palette and I'm applying this warm brown shade on the outer V of her eyelids. Now I'm just layering it up with a light plumish color of eyeshadow and applying it on top of the warm brown eyeshadow. Now to create a highlighted effect, I am applying a copper tone foiled shadow on the inner first half of the eyelid from the Jaclyn Hill by Morphe collaboration palette. Unfortunately, the rest of the video was corrupted, so I will just tell you what I did from this part of the tutorial until the end, wherein I just mixed the Laura Mercier Tawny Beige Cream Smooth Foundation as well as the Kat Von D Lock-It Foundation in the shade 58, which is medium warm, and applied all over her face. For concealer, I used Maybelline Age Rewind in the shade medium. To set the entire face, I used RCMA No Color Powder. For bronzer, I used Benefit Hoola Bronzer. For powder, highlight, and contour, I used Kat Von D Shade and Light Palette. For the lips, I used MAC Matte in the shade Nouvelle Vogue. For blush, I used FS Cosmetics in the shade Peach. And for the finishing powder, I used Laura Mercier Candle Glow Powder in the shade number 3. And to set everything in place, I used Scandinavia Setting Spray.